All right. You heard him again. Hasn't updated in 5 days. Hope all is well, Eddie. Eddie EWI and his Borderland Instruments new rad wind controller streaming over at Twitch and YouTube at Eddie EWI. Everyone, give it up for Eddie. I really love him, man. He's great. Every time I'm like, man, Eddie, you're getting a little too weird. He takes me somewhere where it's a happy place. Eddie EWI, man, if I could like the video twice, I would have. Oh, Crunchy Cat, I love you. I'm trying to train my YouTube algorithm to just constantly deliver me Crunchy Cat when possible. Toe Jam and Earl sounding stuff? Definitely. All right. A little tired yesterday. I did technically stream yesterday, right? Technically, I streamed on Monday. Did I stream Monday until like, what is it, like 3 p.m.? Woo! Did you see there was a world update in stream today? Patch notes were in Japanese. We've already discussed it. No. Where's my night stream, streamer? I wanna fuck now! The update added Latin American language support. Incidentally broke some mods. What else? It coincided with Monster Hunter World being listed as Steam Deck compatible, but I don't know if there was any, come back from a long sleep. You know, I only really just napped yesterday. I woke up, ate dinner, and I just kind of like did nothing for the night. So I'm like kind of back to normal. They added a button to bring up a virtual keyboard? Oh, maybe that's the Steam Deck thing. That's cool. I don't know if the performance is any better. Man, it would be awesome for them to go back and like optimize World even more. Because God knows it's still not good. It's still not very good on PC. I mean, mind you, I'm still running on a PC, a CPU from like, it's at least 2018. It might even be a 2017 era CPU. Hope I rested. I feel good. Thanks. I mean, I feel fine. That was the longest I've ever streamed in one go. That was, I think, over 24 hours. Update broke mods? Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what do they... I mean, you know, in the process of them, you know, jamming that virtual keyboard in, I'm sure they're not really all that worried about breaking mods. I don't know. I have not booted up Monster Hunter World on my computer yet. Should I? Stracker's Loader has an update already? Okay, so I mean, it shouldn't be that long. But yeah, if anyone actually read the title today, I was just going through like, you know, like rough 5-year blocks of Monster Hunter, and it's actually like unbelievable how many games we got over, you know, relatively condensed periods of time. Like between like roughly 5 years. So like when Monster Hunter 1 came out, roughly 5 years later, we had Try in our hands. Like, that's crazy. Like, there's so much that changed. I mean, a lot of it, I mean, it's not too different, but, you know, it's kind of a different game. And then, you know, after that, I mean, Jesus. I mean, think about how good we were eating between 2014 and 2009 and 2014. Portable third. 3 Ultimate. 4U. That's pretty good. I mean, we missed 4 in the West, which is a shame. It would have really smoothed out that gradient. But I mean, if all you care about is the G rank versions, I mean, that's pretty nice. Portable third was later. I mean, I remember playing Try in like the spring, and I remember playing Portable Third in like January or February. What am I drinking? I'm drinking Coke Zero out of a Kageyama cup. I don't know if you can see that. So it was in the exact same year. And the timing of it might be a little bit messed up as well. I mean, I think I'm going on the... I'm just going by the Wikipedia. I'm not like citing every single like US versus Japanese release date. Technically, no releases in 2012. That's hard. That was hard. That was a hard year. We had dynamic hunting. But I guess 4 was such a big step up. And we got 4 Ultimate right afterwards. I guess that makes up for it, right? I would take a year, every other year, if they wanted to release it, and it was, like, really big. Like, release, expansion, wait a year, good release. No rise. Just as long as there's no rise, I'm okay. When I'll play Dynamic Hunting, I don't think there's any... I would play it. I would actually stream it. If you found me, like, an iOS emulator. Yeah, I mean, Kanata, I mean, I had a little bit of Chinese language experience, so I remember being able to make my way through Portable Third without using a translation patch and feeling okay about that. Yeah, I remember getting, when the Wii U, when they were announcing 3G HD, they also said you're going to get free Ultimate HD. Have I been playing Monster Hunter now? I don't live anywhere near any of, like, the spots, so I'm not going to bother playing it. I'll just get gated. Like, I'll never be able to progress substantially past, like, HR2 or HR3 or whatever. And I'm not going to drive somewhere to walk. That's stupid. To me, I think that's stupid. I don't know. Maybe I could do... I could play it, like, devotedly and make, like, a 3-month update, like what my Monster Hunter Now experience has been without any, like, without any spots nearby. I don't know. Does this actually get a speed sharpener? No. Matsu, hello. First anniversary in 2 weeks. Your first anniversary. What do you mean? Am I in G rank? We are. We've been in G rank for a little while. We spent a little bit of time, the last stream we were playing this, doing a little bit of armor farming. Zo, hello. Oh, Nikkei. Oh, I see. Let's see here. MHFU key quests. Guild. Yeah, this game's hard. This game's got some hard, like, actual hard progression things. It kind of reminds me a little bit of 4U in that way. I don't know if we've done Kezu yet. Kezu, Plesioth. We gotta do both of those. Plesioth is gonna be hard. Kezu is annoying. But I had plenty of rest. I'm alright. So he is actually so insanely resistant to poison. I'm just gonna switch to the Shining Wyvern Blade. Did Jen kick me awake? No. Why would she? Is that how your loved ones treat you after you've worked 24 hours? No, she just walked into the room and said, hey, do you want to eat? I said, all right. I think even without expert, that's probably... Well, I don't know. Let's take a look. Do you have any tips for set building an old world, Monster Hunter? There are a whole suite of apps made by Athena called Athena's Ass. Let me see if I can find you the Google Drive. In general, like, things that give you more sharpness or just attack up are kind of, like, really good. I see World Generations GU Portable Third 4U. I know for a fact I've got, a Freedom Unite one. I'm using it right now. Here we go. Okay. This will give you all of the portable titles. There might be one out there for Dose and 1. Am I generally only going after 1 skill 2 at max? They never made one for Iceborne? You don't really need any in Iceborne. Can I see you if I don't say hi? I mean, I don't keep a viewer list up. So no, I guess you can stay hidden. Unintuitive and how hard it was for a Monster Hunter newbie. I actually made a video on it. Specifically for Monster Hunter Double Cross. Right here. I remember it being really funny and how to try and get this set up the way I did, but I think it works out. So you always watch that video. I really liked the TA Wiki armor set search. I think they did a great job with that. So I agree with you there, Unlucky. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is like, I like the armor set search a lot, but with the new skill system, the way it's designed, I don't think it's actually like, I don't think it's actually that good. I'm not talking trash. I just don't think it fits. I need a dual dice. Should I log into Diablo 4 Season 2 and not see the sun for a couple days? You know, if it makes you happy, man. That's all that really matters. It makes you happy. I think we gotta use this on Khezu. I think the extra damage is definitely worth it. You play it, and then you report back to me if they added a lot more legendaries. I'd play the game. I will play the game. I'll play it. But it's just like, oh boy, man. It was just so boring. And the problem is, like, I was just playing Diablo 3, and I know a lot of people hate Diablo 3. But say what you will, the seasons to me were kind of fun because you're always getting these new, really powerful abilities, and like that's fun. I didn't buy the graphics card to play it early. I bought the graphics card so I could have a graphics card that would fit in a smaller case so that when I traveled to Japan, I could bring an actual computer and, yeah, that's why I had to do it. I couldn't fit my old graphics card in. I didn't even think the leveling was fun. Expect you have a day after your phone virus and I see you not return. Are we in G1 still? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even a day off. I mean, was it? I didn't stream at night. I mean, I streamed literally until 3:30 in the afternoon. It was a full day of streaming. Technically, it was 15 hours of streaming on Monday. Let's bring a shock trap. Sorry I'm moving so slow. Man, I love this game, sir. I just hate that the shoulder button is getting mushy on me. It's like, otherwise it's like the perfect controller. I hate that. That makes me mad. This is what it feels like to not have power. Like, I would love to just be able to, like, design and make my own game controller. And just, like, have it be a good controller without planned obsolescence. I'm using the GameSure G7. It's almost perfect, Kinez's, if you don't care that it's wired. Except, like, I've fucked up the right bumper. The right bumper is already starting to get, like, I'd call it mushy. It's in gameplay, it's like, it's fine, but if I'm paying attention to it, I'm like, man, this sucks. Be gentle? I don't know what you want me to do, man. There's nothing I can do. I mean, it is what it is. So, Kinezis wants to know when's for you. We're going to finish Freedom Unite. I don't know if it's going to take a week. It might take a week. It might take more. I don't know. And then we're going to play Portable Third, and then we're going to do a For You playthrough. We might sprinkle in some World here and there in between. But I mean, that's the current plan. Portable Third run will be up to probably just the Matsu. It's fine, probably. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, is there a stronger goal? I mean, do I want to go to Super Amatsu, maybe? Is there a Super Amatsu quest we could do? Probably. For you, you expect all 140s? Is Kezu training? This is just Kezu. Maybe I could, between now and For You, really try and find a way to set up and configure a Citra multiplayer room. And we could do like some, I don't think I'd want to do like 4-person rooms, but like some duo rooms might be fun. I make you want to play Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter's a fun game. How bad is my stutter system? It's actually not that bad. Been have fun? Thanks, man. I hope you're feeling better soon. I knew when you said you're getting your flu and COVID vaccine at the same time, I'm like, man, he is going to get anus. What monster should I draw? Why not a Kieran? Kieran's fun. I heard horses can be difficult for artists, so it'd be good practice. I know horses are weird to draw, which is why, you know, it's good practice. Actually, I really like Rundus's, like, more nature-themed drawings. I really like them. Gonna meet Jason Momoa today? That's great. Monster's the best online game out there in today's games. There's nothing else like it. And the funny thing is, like, the formula has been out there since 2004. Isn't that weird? You just copy it. Memes about the new King Kong game? I saw a video. That was interesting. What company even made the King Kong game? He's gonna be promoting his new vodka. Good for him for diversifying his assets, his businesses. Do you like vodka even, or you just like Jason Momoa? I think vodka's okay. I think it's just a weird thing to get excited about, right? Like, it either doesn't give you a hangover or it tastes like nothing, and those are like the high quality marks. I mean, did they pay for the King Kong license? I can't imagine. Is King Kong public domain yet? Well, unfortunately, Monster Hunter is not as nearly as profitable as Pokemon, but I mean, I think it does pretty well. I think it was criminally mismanaged in the West for a very long time. Even at the point where 3G had like built-in multiplayer in the Wii U, I remember talking to Yuri, and Yuri was like, rather than organizing people to play online, why not organize people to play in person? And I don't think that was him saying that. I think it was more like people in Japan have a weird concept of people playing with each other not in the same room. Or did. I'm not saying they don't feel that way now. But for a long time, it was like Wi-Fi multiplayer just didn't make a lot of sense. I don't know how he's doing. I mean, last I heard, he had, was going to go off to Japan and teach English. I don't know if he wants to do that as a career forever. It's not a bad career. I loved teaching English when I did it. I was mostly I was an English speaking clown. Nowadays I'm a video game playing clown. But you know, it's fine. Driving for hours, play 2G with some buds. I mean, look, there's no doubt about it. Playing in person with other people is like way better than just playing online. You know, a Discord chat is not the same as like sitting next to a buddy on a couch. It was absolutely true. Is it September? Yeah, it's fine. Just do your thing. Can be a busy job. I was not a very good teacher, so I wasn't really that busy. But then again, I had no training. I had no experience, and the job had zero expectations. In fact, they offered for me to go back again for another year, so they clearly didn't care. It's not that I didn't care, I just didn't know how to be good. But that's the way it was when I was teaching, so I think they've got better standards now. Maybe the offer's still on the table? Sure, I'm sure it probably pays a little bit better, too. And, like, I've got a master's, so it probably pays better even then. I mean, it was great. I mean, I only had to work, like, in class. I was only in class, like, 14 hours a week, 16 hours a week. And that was enough for me to have an apartment, have all my utilities, eat basically an infinite amount of food, a little bit extra money for other stuff. The high school level, I was teaching college students and postgraduates at a university. You like the new Reddit Lorlet coping that will start over Gore Magala birthing? I mean, they're both kind of weird. No matter which form you want to believe in, or continue to believe in, they're both kind of weird, but I mean, it's fine either way, right? I was getting, when I taught an extra class, I was making 4,300 RMB a month. Let me see how much that is now. I was making, by today's currency conversion, I was making $600 a month for teaching. How much long have that been? That would have been teaching 16 classes. So 16 times 4, 64. So I was making like $8 an hour, something like that. But I mean, that, again, like that went like way far. I mean, a beer was like 50 cents. Paid to do nothing? Yes. Yeah, I mean, Dean, I mean, yes. I mean, you, whatever, like, minuscule amount of respect that you have for it is still not little enough respect for how pathetic the job was. There's a lot of... You ran into my friend Flump in SOS. He's still on that TO grind. Good for him, man. A lot of people that are paid to do nothing. I mean, you know, it's almost... I mean, back then, I think it's probably better now. But back then, it was a mascot position. It was... We have a native English speaker at our college, and your student will be able to talk with and engage a native English speaker. And, like, that's, you know, that's fine. I mean, if they want to spend money on that. And the students want to take the class. I mean, it's got to be everyone. I mean, they signed up for the class. Like a rare specimen? Sure, I mean, you know. I think, just from a realism standpoint, like, knowing English is helpful. If you know English, you could basically engage in every form of media on the planet that gets translated. And you could communicate in almost every country. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, France had that opportunity. They screwed it up. It used to be the language of diplomacy. I mean, it can't be anymore. It's got to be English. Yeah, I don't know if it was better or if it would be better or worse in Japan runners. It'd be interesting to have, like, comparisons from both countries. The thing is like, I remember in every class, usually you'd have at least, you know, a couple students that cared to learn. Definitely something I would consider doing in my retirement when it is 28 and the last game that has been released has been Monster Hunter Rise. I'm like, all right, well, time to get that ESL certificate. And probably a lot of it comes down to both the student and the teacher. If you make it fun, you try to find a way to make it fun and engaging, you'll get more people. Otherwise, some people will just find it fun and engaging on its own, and they're there to study no matter what. I will say when I learned Japanese, I don't know that the professor was that interested in making it fun as it was just like, I want to get through all these chapters no matter what. No matter whether or not you found an engagement or utility whatsoever in learning this language, we are going to get through 6 chapters in 3 months. Definitely the hardest class I've taken in my life, and that's beyond like calculus level micro and macroeconomics in grad school. You know, I know when you're going at that pace, like you've got to do like a lot of homework. But I just felt like I was getting a quiz or a test every single day, and that was brutal. Ultimately, I think the issue wasn't even the professor, it's just the pace they decided they wanted to do it at. You know, a class every single day. You know, it should have been like a class every other day so you had time to study and learn and practice. It's like every day you were learning a new concept. 1 or 2 new concepts. It's a lot. Vanille, hello. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, you know, any language is not going to be easy, but it's definitely tough. His enraged shock that comes out fast is a little scary. I wish my sword was a little bit longer. They have pills for that? It won't actually make it longer though. Funny thing about the attack in this game is the jumping slash is actually really not that strong compared to the round slash. I think they boosted the damage a lot in some of the other games. It's only like 14% motion value versus like 20 something for the round slash. Oh, that's funny. The cat went to hit me to get me out of the stun. Bounced on the wing, couldn't collide, and then I remained stunned anyway. I didn't know he would bounce on Kezu. He might be considered to have like yellow or green sharpness, probably. So has anyone that speaks Latin American Spanish gone into Monster Hunter World and can talk a little bit about what the new translation reads like? And I think it's really neat that they added it. Like, do you think they paid somebody to do that? Also, they probably have support for Portuguese. Is it both Portuguese, and Brazilian Portuguese, or is it just Portuguese? It's been shipping away for 5 years. I'm just curious, like, what the difference is between Spain and Latin American Spanish. Is it like the verb forms are different, or is there just like actual, like, straight up different spellings for like nouns and whatnot? When I go to, if I were to go to learn Spanish, would it be Spain Spanish or Latin American Spanish? That's what interests me. And as Portuguese nowadays usually means Brazilian Portuguese, for real? How different is Brazilian Portuguese from normal Portuguese? I say normal Portuguese. I consider Brazilians the real Portuguese. Different enough? I mean, I'm sure communication is possible. It's just like heavy dialects, basically. Someone with a Boston accent trying to have a conversation with somebody from New Orleans. Ooh! The first time he's used that attack. That's interesting. So, for Portuguese, it's like that, but I would assume they didn't re-record any dialogue. English versus Dutch? Holy crap. That'd be badass. I mean, there's really, with PC gaming getting more and more popular, gaming just being a popular recreational activity in general, like, why limit any market? Like, even if you could sell a couple 100,000 copies, not that they're selling them at full price. I think I saw some deal tracker that showed... Well, I've got my weapon out. Both Rise and World selling for like $15 on sale. Like, that's unbelievable. Like, I don't know what the DLCs are selling for. Probably also at a discount, but like... As much as I dog on Rise, like, imagine getting Rise and Sunbreak for like, you know, $30 to $40, and World plus Iceborne for $30 to $40. It's crazy. I did open up World on my Steam Deck, and I did see that they had Latin American in under the text options. It said Latin Americano, which I thought was kind of funny. I don't think it even said like Espanol, Latin America, Espanol. I don't know if that's what you would even say. Julian Carter, hello. Iceborne Masters Edition is usually 20 pounds. It's like so much video game. I didn't thoroughly check the voice options though. Do I come console? I need to purge. Okay, I don't want to. There's a limited time sale. This is, consider yourself in bonus time. Yeah, I mean, I just hate Kezu. I mean, I just don't think he's a good monster. I don't think he was ever a great monster. He's forgivable in the Monster Hunter 1 sense, but they never really made him good. It's not fun to fight in 4. He's not fun to fight in Generations. He's an abomination in Rise. Kezu as good as Tigrex in your opinion? You've got a terrible opinion. Giganox is great. Hope I slept well. I took a nap and then I slept normally. I slept from like probably 4 until about 7. Maybe 3 until about 7. I don't know, whenever I ended the stream. And then I went to sleep, you know, as, you know, I mean, relatively usual. Like maybe around 1. People ask for Kezu, they're memeing. People, I mean, we talk about this sometimes. I don't think people actually know what they want. I feel like sometimes people just say stuff, like crap just comes out of their mouth. Tigrex charges and spins. His positioning is much more interesting. He's more dangerous to fight up close. And then when it's time to attack him, you have to be cautious. Kezu completely obliterates you if you try to attack him even somewhat aggressively. So you just wait, and then he's done attacking, and then you jump at his head. I mean, that's basically Monster Hunter in a nutshell, but it feels even worse because he doesn't even take any damage. Tigrex, you can actually count out, like, flinching him on his head because he takes a ton of damage. Kezu is just like he's just a very boring fight. He's funny. Regular Tigrex is unfun. He's hard. He's a hard fight. In this game especially, he's a hard fight. In later games, they give you more and more ways to deal with him. I mean, in World and Iceborne especially, like, you know, I mean, between his exhaustion and wallbangs and stuff, you get to deal so much damage to him. I mean, and he's a, you know, master rank design monster, so he should be harder. He's really going all the way, huh? Kezu sucks. He's just not fun. That's all I'm saying. When I get bullied. Oh, Escaroda, thank you. Oh, geez, because you don't understand. Thank you. Good afternoon. I was trying to run under him. So I think he's ready, right? So don't kill me, please. Kazoo and Rise, though. I mean, whatever, man. It's your decision. Like, just like what a waste of existence. Just what a. Remember what new attacks he got in Sunbreak? Did he do the big head whip in Base Rise? Or was that a Sunbreak edition? How's it going? It's going okay. We just got off of a big world stream yesterday, and now we're continuing a Freedom Unite playthrough. We're going through G rank to White Fatalis. We're in G1. And we just spent 25 minutes killing a Kazoo, and I spent about 10 minutes mocking him as he sucks. I mean, he does give a good thunder weapon. If we wanted to farm a thunder weapon, he would be the one, but I would wait to farm a better other weapon before I farmed him. I know is unhinged, but like, I'd rather upgrade my Gravios sword and go back, farm his thing. Make the dual blades? He does have some duels that are like Thunder and Paralysis, I think. Yeah, I mean, Element is just so good on him. It really is. Oh, this guy did a lot of gathering. You like Bowgun Kazoo? Honestly? Justified. I think his shot hit zones are substantially better than his melee hit zones. They used to be. I know Gypceros. I think in Freedom, like, you really want to just gun him. His head takes, like, no melee damage. If you're trying to break the head, it's like, it's not good. Oh! I must have killed a Plesioth at some point. Is it a single Nargacuga? It is. Do we switch back to our poison weapon? I'll tell you, man, if we farmed this Nargacuga, it just, like, invalidates everything. Not gonna do it. Keep using the purple weapon. I think he takes enough poison damage for it to be worth it. I mean, is it worth it? What does worth it mean? Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. Using poison weapons is fun. We'll soon be able to upgrade to our ice weapon, and that's nice. They call him Narugacuga? Narugacuga. I love that. Do they not list his poison damage? I'm assuming his is standard. That's really funny. I'm looking for his, there's like some page. Here we go. Poison. He's actually kind of weak to it. Not like super, super weak, but his initial is 150, goes up by 75. It's not as weak as like a Black Gravios would be. Man, Black Gravios really does take a lot of poison damage. Black Gravios takes 480 damage from poison. Yeah, I mean, we may as well use it. I mean, it's just fun. So, fine. Technically, our Shakalaka sword does get one more level of critical eye.
Yeah, what's bussin'?
Really? Oh, actually, it wasn't that bad. Good fight. I feel like Narga as a monster design resonated very hard with a lot of like teenagers. I feel like he's like a major teenage boy bait. That is a minefield for you? It's not that bad. You know what I said this time? Yeah, I think you do. Did you like Nargacuga as a teenage boy, Rundus? Did you draw pictures of Nargacuga? You didn't say the epi one? Oh, don't do that. Oh, that'll get you right away. He's neat. I like his interactions with traps as well. I think that's fun. I think we just got to go for him. You know what? We could grab some Psycho Serums just in case you're like hiding somewhere. Yeah, but these weapons, they're like too strong. You know, you could skip Sharpness +1, keep Sharp Sword, get Reckless Abandon 3, and probably get like Attack Up Large, and it would be like so powerful. Oh my god. Or you could even go, I think it's later on, you got to fight Yamatsukami. You can get something with like 310 Ra. How many slots does it have? We're not going to make it because like it would invalidate everything that we've done. 2 slots. Damn. I just want to for laughs just see how cracked it gets. We deserve more Yama. We could farm Yama and make like the most broken sword and shield in the game. So let's say Reckless Abandon 3 and let's say Attack Up Large. Attack Up Medium? Let's do Attack Up Small. Yep. So you could make full Blongo armor. Is this full copper Blongo? You make full copper Blongo armor. And you get Attack Up Small, Reckless Abandon 3, and Sharp Sword. Well, so we're definitely going to get Yama hunts. I mean, Yama is the urgent to get into HR9, I think. That's crazy. So strong. Because it comes with just natural purple anyways. And I think the base raw is pretty good. What is it? 336 divided by 1.4. So it's 240 raw, but it comes with native purple and I think 50% affinity. So I mean that alone, 50% affinity. It's like 12.5% more damage. So that would put it up to 260, 270. Copper Blongo is probably better in the long run. Because you just straight up get to 310, I think. Without even having to worry about whether you're critting or not. Why is the Yama Sword and Shield so good? It's just the base raw is so high. Like, when you look at it, it's technically not... it's technically not a Yama Sword and Shield. It's called the Great Chris. Requires Yamatsukami Fluid, Edelite Ore, Heavy Tigrex Fang, Combination S. Has 1 slot. Does get a lot of purple when you've got Sharpness +1. And 434 divided by 1.4. Yeah, it's 310 raw. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a lot of raw. You know? You know, it's got 70 more raw than Nargacuga. Like, there's not... Even if you had 100% affinity on Nargacuga, that's still less. Right? 240 times 1.25. It's 300. Purple was 1.5, yeah. So even at 100% affinity, the Nargacuga just comes very close to it. Now, mind you, the Great Chris does have minus 15% affinity. So they do work out to being a little bit closer, even if you had 100% affinity, but Nargacuga only has 50% affinity. So, mind you, I mean, Narga is technically an earlier... Oh, that's a little bit of a weird hitbox. He's a little bit of an earlier upgrade, and he's easier to build for as well. So if you didn't want to have to put sharpness +1 on, and you wanted, like, I don't know, like... earplugs or evasion. Damn, he shoots that right in front of him, huh? Purple, I'm not saying purple is necessary in Freedom Unite, but white sharpness is not a huge upgrade relative to white to purple. Green to blue is a good upgrade. Blue to white isn't a huge upgrade. Game came out in 2004. Well, Monster Hunter 1 came out in 2004. This game came out in the US, I think, in 2008. Isn't it amazing? Span of 4 years. You know what game came out 4 years ago? It was like Iceborne 4 years ago. Yeah, no, they I mean, look, I mean, they were cooking when they were working on the monster animations. They did a great job. They still do. His tail goes so much farther, too. It's like a real fight. I mean, I think we said it last time we went through Freedom Unite. Nargacuga just feels like a monster from another game. Relative to all the other monsters in Freedom Unite. Kind of scary he hasn't been enraged yet. Well, for Freedom Unite, you know, it was an expansion, but they didn't really add technically a ton of monsters to it. Which means, like, especially the brand new monster, like Narga, I rolled into it. I thought he was going to aim for me, and he rolled for my cat. They just had more time to, like, pour effort into the animations. You know, even Yamatsukami was coming from Dose. That wasn't tracking. He was just attacking my cat, and I thought he was going to attack me. First time I hear about Monster was Iceborne. This game is 2008. Think I'd have heard about it. I think about like an hour ago we were talking about that, like how tragic the marketing was for Monster Hunter in the West. And like, it's not just the marketing. It was like where the games were being made as well. Like, I think there was a good amount of people that had PSPs, and definitely a lot of people had the 3DS. Jesus. I just got my ass kicked. But like, mostly like kids consoles, you know? Not necessarily a lot of adults would have had that. They would have had an Xbox or a PlayStation 3 or whatever for the majority of those consoles' lifespans. And there was just like no effort to make it a console game outside of like the first two, and then like Monster Hunter Tri was on the Wii, and again, like that's a kid's game. That's a kid's console. Like adults had it for like Wii bowling, but it wasn't necessarily a lot of people that were like would be considered like core gamers that would have had a Wii unless like they wanted to play Mario games. It's not like until the very end of the console lifespan there was actually like a new good Zelda game. There was a lot of remakes. At the very end, you got Breath of the Wild. You know, and like online back then, I mean, it was very popular. Like I remember online being super popular even in 2008. You know, people at that point were okay with either having a PlayStation 3 or paying for Xbox Live. I was messing around with my actual PSP the other day, and I just had to full-on disable all internet security in order to get it to connect. So that was funny. I eventually, at one point, bought the Wi-Fi dongle for the Nintendo DS. It was just easier, just to plug that in my computer and connect that way. That was literally just for Dragon Quest IX. I bought that thing just for that game. Do I still have it? I mean, it might be in a box somewhere. You know, like, how was the game marketed, you know? Like, again, it's like, there was just a lot of assumptions that the US market couldn't enjoy Monster Hunter because the game was designed for the Japanese market, which was a lot of, like, friend groups hanging out, playing the game together, coworkers playing the game together, people playing it on mass transit together, stuff like that. Not to start another side meme slash tangent, the reviews for Monster Hunter from game journalists were really bad over the years as well. You know, it was only until Dark Souls came out, and in spite of everyone's struggles, everyone decided like hard games were fun, that like it even started to have a chance. Ooh, Jesus. Hey, that tail goes a lot farther than I remember. I watched a video yesterday about like the Cuphead situation. And that's a funny, I mean, that's just funny. In general, you know, the collective response to that. What Cuphead situation? So Cuphead had been announced. There was some, obviously a lot of like promotional material and stuff like that that was out there, and people were excited to get their hands on the game, and there was early access at Gamescom. I forget what year. And there was a journalist there. I don't even think he was necessarily even like a full-on gaming journalist. I think there's a little bit of a misunderstanding. And so, in any case, this guy was able to go to Gamescom, record some footage of him playing Cuphead. And it was basically 20 minutes, in which 10 minutes of it was him trying to figure out how to jump. And then once he finally got out of the tutorial section, it was him dying and comically... it's really funny. I mean, they released the footage not because they thought it was good, but because they thought it was funny. Just dying in the most absurd ways. He had to jump dash. Right. He just had to jump in the air and press the dash button. He couldn't do it. So, I mean, obviously, like, not somebody who's used to action platformers in any capacity. And then also, like I said, I don't think he was really like a game journalist. I think he was just like at Gamescom. His company was able to get him a press pass to go to Gamescom. Well, I think the one you're talking about, the Doom video, that was like a polygon. Hold on. You guys mind if we watch it? This is funny, because this is an actual game journalist. I'm trying to find out. Is this the one? this is the sort of thing, and I'm not being mean about it. Like, this is the sort of thing where, like, I feel like games should have, like, accessibility options. This is Doom 2016, and I believe this is their footage from it. Starts off pretty powerful. It is kind of like they're playing with one hand. It feels like they're playing with one hand. Yeah, this is from the Polygon video review of Doom 2016.
Demonic presence at not safe level. Lockdown in effect.
Your mom would play better than this? So, I mean, it's like the question is like, obviously, game journalism is more about your ability to write and describe a game more so than your ability to play the game. You know, the game playing is left for like the content creators now, pretty much. It should be both. I mean, you know, I would want my game journalist to be able to play the game as the developer intended. Because the question is if you can't do the basics, can you understand any new mechanics that's in the game? Because otherwise we just get like new thing bad. I played and beat Portal 2 Shonen on a laptop with a trackpad, believe it or not. I consider myself a gamer. I'm not trying to brag, but I was able to get through the game doing that. I mean, nowadays, you know, it's different, right? I mean, especially now that games are, people expect video footage. It's not like you can just write an article and people will read the article. Like, they want to see the video game. They want to see you play the video game. So you're making fun of him saying that he strafed to aim. I mean, that actually is not, especially for controllers and even with mice, like using both analogs to adjust your aim is not necessarily a bad thing. You're just usually using both at the same time. So yeah, that's that was 2016. You know, that would have been, Jesus Christ, just after Generations come out. And again, at that point, you know, you were still having people unable to play, understand, appreciate Monster Hunter, I would say, in the general press junket. It was really only when World came out and it was like not just multiplayer enabled, but like multiplayer by default, that I think people were able to play and enjoy the game more. And the game in general, like, it is like, I don't think it's anything wrong with playing with other people in Monster Hunter. It's designed to be a multiplayer game. It was created, its entire basis is designed to be multiplayer. Fighting and learning all these monsters is hard. I'm relearning Nargacuga right now. Apparently his tail goes farther than I remember. You can never play this solo. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, some people bully like the sword and shield guy, like the meme of like the sword and shield guy, like slurping down healing every time their friend gets hit. But like, I don't know. Probably gonna die less. The hardest thing is if you're looking for information on a game and there's bad information out there or non-specific information, and then you just find that it's copy and pasted across the entire internet. That definitely happened for me for something. I forget what game it was. I was like looking for an item. And I swear there was 10 websites that were all plagiarizing each other. It is crazy. I missed an email? Oh no, they're all there. I have not curated it. Almost, my God, it's so hard to evade that roar. Trenches of Paradise stuff is hard to find. Doesn't help that the in-game documentation isn't very good either. You ever get the 100% trophy in Strangers of Paradise? You know, I probably did for the base game. I did everything. I don't mind being locked in the Monster Hunter hole, but it is a shame that there's less games that I played on stream because of the Monster Hunter hole that I'm in. Oh, I ended up getting it albino. Later things made it essentially unnecessary, but I think I ended up getting it. And that was probably definitely one of the games where the guides were bad. I don't know. I mean, you can dog on YouTube, B-Sponge, but for the most part, as long as you're willing to use the seek bar, like, the information's usually there. Like, there's definitely, like, a lot of lazy content creators and whatnot, but generally, if they have, like, a video of, like, find this thing, it's usually somewhere in the video. Is this more Crunchy Cat? Internet's being really bad today, man. Well, I mean, YouTube has that thing where it'll show you most replayed. And that's usually pretty helpful. A lot of bad product reviews. So probably the biggest issue with product reviews is like you get the fresh out of the box experience and you don't get the 1 year later experience. And if you were to have me review a bunch of controllers, they would be all very different reviews at out of the box 6 months and 1 year later. Like, I would have, if you forced me to use the game, sir, and only gave me 1 month to try it, I'd be like, great controller, 40 bucks, excellent price, highly recommend. It's only after abusing it throughout Freedom Unite that I'm thinking the right bumper is just not going to make it. It's not gonna hang on till the very end. I mean, as a sometimes YouTube creator, Mox, you're kind of screwed either way. If you use a script, somebody's like, wow, that sounds so scripted. If you don't use a script, somebody's like, make it shorter. Get to the point already. It has gamer gunk? Only my analogs have gamer gunk. I generally don't use, like, long scripts. Unless, like, I'm going over, like, numbers and stuff. Timing's just, like, a little bit different in this game. They end up getting sentences with word vomit? Like... like not even editing out them going, and just saying, like, nonsensical things? Well, that just sounds lazy. I have a good voice for guides? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's difficult to stop yourself from going... I don't know. There's probably, like, a technical word for it. The ums or whatever those are called. What sword and shield is this? This is the Hexed Shaka Hatchet. It's not very good. And Nargacuga is not very weak to poison. How? That is the best? It unironically might be one of the best weapons of the game against Black Gravios. You probably need purple sharpness. Maybe. To knock down. Look! I do it on purpose. It'd be funny to, like, make eye contact with someone and just go, just for, like, as long as possible until, like, they just worry about you, check in on you. I'm sure fast food workers have to get that way more often than everyone else. And I get a... Please remove your card dinging sounds still haunt my dreams. We'll get to the society only taps to pay phase very soon. I want to believe. I should really heal. I want I want somebody to mark it down on the record. I should really heal. More on that later? Oh no. No, I don't do any of that in my videos. I don't care. I mean, the thing is, I don't view YouTube as like a thing that I need to stretch out for ad revenue. You got a local place you order from, Albino? The place I order from has like an online ordering thing. I was thinking of getting pizza tonight, or Chinese tonight, but maybe we'll get a pizza. We didn't have pizza over the weekend. We can get pizza today, right? It's Tuesday? What day is it? Tuesday, right? They should be open. I think they're open. Yeah, Wolf Den's great. Well, so Wolf Den is like the guy that's making those videos on like the Switch OLED. So you're actually getting that important review of, will this thing last me longer than a year? And that's what I'm talking about. Because there's no perfect controller out there right now. I don't know. Maybe the 8-bit Ultimate actually will be. I should probably get one and test it. It's just their analogs, the back triggers have like a little lip on them, and they pinch my fingers. If I had a Dremel and a sander, I would just Dremel them down and sand them off. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get you one of these days, Narga. You'll see. I'm gonna get your timing down. Don't, not my fingers, the lip, the other thing. Perfect controllers, the Joy-Con? They're pretty good, actually. A lot of people hate the Joy-Cons, but like, when you're walking, they actually are god tier, like no memeing. Split design is just like a lot of fun. No! I thought he was gonna roar for some reason. Walking? Like on a treadmill. I'm fun, thank you. He hopped back like he was gonna roar, but he was already like enraged. Any worldlets in chat? I'm a worldlet. See, I didn't. All right, I don't want people to start screeching at me. I've never had a drift issue on my Joy-Cons or on my Switch Pro controller. Can you imagine the metagame for playing on the treadmill, like a Ring Fit type game? There's probably some of the walking games. There might be some walking games out there. Walking apps can definitely tell if you're walking, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think we could all agree now. Nearly every controller created is designed with planned obsolescence. You think the shape of the Ultimate is different from the 8-bit Pro 2? Because the Pro 2 has got like a serious lip on it. I'm a pro gamer, but it didn't used to be that way. I guess I have not always been a pro gamer. All right, I'll get it. I think the 8-bit Ultimate's on sale. 2,000 hours in Gen U. I mean, I guess we have to think like, what is an acceptable lifespan? Is 2,000 hours on Joy-Cons acceptable? Some controllers would be like probably still hanging on. Fuck you! Yeah! That's right! Download it! Sorry for the swearing.
Yeah, let's bust it!
I got him, though. I got your ass! I was just really trying to get the no evade evasion on him. The thing is like, even for controllers that have like Hall effect sensors, like they're using like cheap components in other parts. This controller, as far as I know, has Hall effect analogs. And then it's like, now it's like the right bumper is gonna die on me. I didn't remove these three? Well, I'm sorry. I want to. PS5 controls that came with the system got drift right after Sunbreak came out. Was it like a year? Can you read strong Narga cutting wing? That's what that means. Or maybe it's stronger Narga Cutting Wing. I don't know. I heard there's two 8-bit Ultimate controllers, and the wired one does not have Hall effect sensors. Is that true? You have to get the wireless one to get the Hall effect sensors? You actually got 2 brainstems. %, dead zone? Damn, dude. All right, let's do an assessment of weapon upgrades. I probably should have done this earlier. But we should be able to make the Blaganga upgrade now. I'm so, like, I'm being, like, seduced into making a raw weapon. It's so bad. Don't do it. If we wanted to give our life away to Rathian, we can upgrade Master Odyssey. The thing is I don't... Yeah, I really want to get purple sharpness. I worked so hard making all these stupid... Can you actually make the fully upgraded Hypnox Sword and Shield right now? What's I got? 308 raw? Hypnoc Gaming? You always knew I was a little critlet. It's really not a lot of raw. It's 220 raw. But we'd be able to sleep bomb things. I have to go back to my old set. Might just make... Was it the Hermitar? Sword and Shield? Oops, all crit. Stop. Gypseros. Is Garuga in this rank? We might be able to upgrade our weapon again. If Garuga is here. He is. I saw Master's Touch, dude. It's so bad, man. We could fully upgrade our poison weapon now. It doesn't get... It only gets 10 more raw. It does get purple, but... There is... This is funny. There is a paralysis sword and shield that we get by doing the training quests. Huh. Do I have 4 heavy monster bones? I think monsters actually take additional damage while paralyzed, beast mode.
Yo. Yo.
We've already done a good amount. A good amount of, I like how you can just make it right away if you get the heavenly. For you? I mean, it's never amazing. I feel like as the series has gone on, they've, like, increasingly nerfed para as being, like, a great option. They're afraid of it. Jesus, you need so many coins to make the black belt sword. I think it'd be kind of funny to make it, though. It is, like, it is an okay upgrade. I think it's always kind of like... I mean, dose is probably where para is the strongest if you do a dose playthrough. Because death prize is just sick there. I don't think you get the damage boost in World. Although if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Well, you sickos would get to see me do some Kezu training. It's not a raw weapon. It's a para weapon. It just needs to be upgraded. We just need to get 10. We just need to get tickets for everything. But it's an interesting upgrade. I think it'd be fun to make it. I love the training in this game. I love the training missions in general. And it is pretty fun content. Like, it's not bad content. The Garuga especially, I remember being really hard to actually clear it. So, I mean, there you go. Right there. I mean, that's just fun in of itself. I don't know if it changes its appearance when you upgrade it. I don't know if it looks like that forever. What made you roll Sword and Shield for this run? I remember Sword and Shield not feeling very powerful. And then being like, let me test it to make sure it's powerful or not. I would say for the most part, I feel like people enjoy it. There's like a real lack of old Monster Hunter Sword and Shield. I mean, outside of... Monster Hunter Freedom, where Sword and Shield, like, is just, like, exceedingly strong. It's great watching the guy tweak out with the dual blades. Removing this tail is, like, really helpful. Steam Diablo 4. It's going to be funny. We could say at least that much. Oops. A little bit too close there. Supposed to be to WoW too? We've got some people in chat who play WoW. They could probably tell us whether or not WoW would even need an engine upgrade. Does WoW need an engine upgrade? I don't know if this actually does okay damage here. Gosh. Sheesh. Well, the original Final Fantasy XIV engine was just straight up cursed, right? Oops. That's an oopsie. Excuse me? Oops. A lot of bad little accidents here. So the last expansion, and I don't play 14 really, so I can't say it. The last expansion they made was the end of a storyline, and I guess the new expansion would start a new storyline. Yeah, I mean, they want things to still be able to run on the PlayStation 4, presumably, right? You got any strong feelings about fuck Leona? Yeah, I like the dual blades. I could see myself doing a dual blades fuck run if we don't get Monster Hunter next year. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Why not? There's nothing else to do. I mean, realistically, we have until March. Like, we still have, like, 5 months. Could be, I mean, I don't think it's April. When's 3U Super Solo? I'm playing Portable third this go-through. I'm not going to play 3U. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. If I was sorry, I would do something about it. Certainly want to go through 3U G rank. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. We don't even know that we'll have Dragma 2. I mean, Dragma 2 looks like it's almost done, but... Well, monsters from older games you don't know. You should know this one. You should know this little guy. This weird orange eye. I love the idle animation in the older games. Like, whoever they have on the team, the art team in Monster Hunter and Capcom, like, they just have such a great eye for making wonderful looking animations. It makes me really happy. You can't recognize him? He's an Iceborn. You gotta go look for him. You don't have to fight him. He's technically optional in Iceborn. I think it's Kezu we need. Do not like Kezu training.
Yo.
I could see Mox probably when I do for you. We can do like a hunt club thing where I'll set up some. I really want to try and get some private servers set up, and we can go through it together. The hunt club, you hunt together. When's Kezu training? Literally now. You're right on time for Kezu training. For you. Fuck club, I don't know. They're public ones, but like I want like special, like I want premium ones. For me and for you. Need 7. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're going to die anyway, so it's like now it's more important than ever to try and get them set up. I've been meaning to try and get one set up. Like, I don't mind spending money on a server. I need help getting it set up. I had a guy that had it set up using Amazon stuff, but it was costing him $100 a month. It's like, that's not cool. Hey, just as this in real life, I love this. I'm gonna get, wow, literally never punished. I like how it, like, gets sucked up as butt crack. Get Iceborne for PC because of me? Even still, I think I've sold more copies of the fanboy hentai game than even Iceborne. Just don't do it again. Elidius, hello. Alright, we're good. I know you'll shoot it if I stand here. You're pretty dumb. Twitch Mobile have stories now? The team that was supposed to work on AV1 encoding decided to make a feature for like Instagram, for a platform that is entirely about live streaming. It's actually probably OP for creators now. You might actually find yourself getting sucked into people's timelines if you actually used it. Like all new features, they're gonna like turbo boost you. I remember for a while they were allowing viewers to like pay pig Twitch to like channel boost their streamers. Just like, oops, got too greedy there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that might be possible, Albino. Might be for the Amaranths out there. Making you nachos? Delicious. Killed by Dong. I did a lot of damage. I was expecting to see more classics in chat. Kazu Training Classic. Yep, right. Have a come council, I'll take that. The large barrel bomb, the supply large barrel bomb, would absolutely kill me in one hit if it hit me. The large barrel bomb, I probably wouldn't die. I got plenty of stream. Plenty of sleep after the stream. I slept okay. I feel good. I think I Tokyo Ghouled my despair after leaving Japan into a new power level. So, I mean, I guess, you know, it's not all bad. Trash manga and anime, but that part was alright. Tokyo Ghoul, I don't know, no spoilers, but there's a character that goes through some pretty tough stuff, and he ends up growing as a result of it. Really funny because I loved season 1, like I actually really enjoyed it. Season 2 dropped, watched the first episode, and then just immediately stopped. I'm like, this is trash. It's so bad. I was like, wow, that went downhill fast. That mangaka must have had no clue where he was going with this. You almost feel bad for him. Like, dude, it's like, that's what you got? All right. So bad. I like the leg fins on this. Do I use the ELSS or Fidelity FX? I think I have both of them disabled. I go back and forth whether or not I try to run it in 1440p with FSR on or native 1080p, and I feel like just 1080p is okay. Once I upgrade my CPU, we might run it natively at 1440p. But right now, it's a little bit too much. It's only because my phone adds a little bit of stress to the computer. The phone app for the camera is a bit, and then I'm also using NVINC on it as well. I like it better in general. I think it's just a good quality camera. I know sometimes, like, apparently my voice will lag behind the image, but, like, I think that doesn't happen all the time. Like, it shouldn't be happening now. Don't time it. Don't send me, like, input latency. I don't want to see it. Oh, only 2 coins? Only took 2 minutes. Yeah, the first season was good. First season is mega good for Tokyo Ghoul. There was even like a weird audio only experience for Tokyo Ghoul that I did in Japan in 2018. I don't know. It was like some guy whispering in your ear. I think it was for people that like ASMR. Some guy whispering in your ear of how he wants to eat you. I'm sure that's someone's fetish in chat. It's just like, I didn't care. Think people like that guy? He got his own thing. He got his own, like, I don't want to call it a ride, because you can't call that a ride. Experience. I think you sat at a table, they, like, chained your hands to chairs, and they put headphones and a blindfold on you. And then they turned off the lights. Remind me even more? I don't know who that is. Great entertainment, you're very welcome. I'm like the equivalent of the Outer Heaven channel on Twitch, I feel like, just for Monster Hunter. Anyone subscribe to that channel? Follow that channel? I think they do something. That's pretty cool what they do. It's a shame there's not quite enough other Monster Hunter content creators I'd want to work with. Otherwise, I'd consider doing the same. I could see it doing it with Very Dave. Maybe Kanta? It's a lot of work. I don't know exactly how it's set up. I'm assuming everyone still has their normal Twitch channels and they just take turns streaming to the Outer Heaven. So much music. He really doesn't have a lot of life, does he? Stop being good at this. What do you want me to do? Go back to my day job? When I watch Monster Hunter and I watch other live streams, unless the person's very entertaining, it is like so painful to watch somebody play it badly. I don't know if that's a me problem or if that's an everyone problem, but I feel like when you're watching somebody eat dirt in Monster Hunter, it just hits extra hard. Like if I watch somebody playing Souls, like it's just comical if they're getting bodied. Like I can watch that. Monster Hunter, for some reason, it just hurts. I don't know why that is. Oh, that's interesting, Murph, dude. I cart in the best ways. Thank you. Even when I cart, it's Jozu. Thank you. Oh! Stop being so stingy. You like Super Rad? He puts a lot of effort into his content. There's nothing wrong with that. There's only one primarily YouTube Monster Hunter content creator I got beef with.
Yo.
It's not super rad. Super rad's fine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being entertainment first, Monster Hunter. Let's see if I still got the picture. I'll just make a new one. Let's see here. Like, I never really get tired of sharing this. It's my favorite Discord. In order, it goes this Discord, and then it goes my Discord. In terms of, like, favoritism. Just great. Yeah, they're great. I love that Discord. And they're actively working on, you know, making Monster Hunter G like more forwardly accessible in a similar, you know, similar to Fuck. Speedrun streaming is 90% talking. For a lot of them, it's 90% not talking and staring blankly into the camera, if they even have a camera. 9% screeching when they get hit and reset, and then 1% of the time them being happy they got a run in. If we're talking about normal speedruns, yes, that's just chatting. But like actual TA runs in Monster Hunter where they care about the time, it's just like not good. This is about to be a speedrun. Oh, saved by recovery animations. This isn't good. Zebra is the best TA runner to watch because it really is like anime music, anime music, anime music, and just like the most ear-piercing rage. I gotta do this the normal way. Well, maybe I can get him over here. So if a normal run is 2 minutes and 30 seconds, how long does this take? Play Arc Knights with him? I don't have time for that. I try to stream, on a good day, 10 hours of Monster Hunter. Sleep for 8 hours. Eating takes 2 hours. I have a lot of time. There's dojins that gotta be read. They read dojins? Because he got a one-hand mode? He does. That's helpful. Yeah, and that went for a while. That hit? You know, I only had to do Yan Garuga twice. Just saying. Not saying. I am saying something. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can tell how much harder it is. What is going on? If you don't get that supply large barrel bomb, you gotta sharpen. That's gonna take like 5 minutes. Alright. If I had to pick between a pizza, Chinese food, or Mexican, what do you think I should try and pick up for tonight? 'Cause I didn't go grocery shopping. Both? All? Dude, that'd be so good. Next party Mexican? I'm gonna see if they can let me order the big food combo. If they can let me order it to go, I'll probably do that. I'm not close enough to Pepe's to get it on like a regular, like a nightly basis. Like I need to be traveling. Everyone thinks like I live in like the apartment above the Pepe's Pizza. I do not live in the apartment above the Pepe's Pizza. I live in the middle of nowhere. You got a parasite and crippling neuropathy for 6 months from Chinese takeout? Holy crap. Seriously? I'm not near it. I'm not near any Hungarian food. Don't they have any specials? I could order a... Yeah. Let's see what the order online looks like. Well, that's interesting. You can get grilled steak instead. Wait, I can just get extra cheese for $1? That's nothing. 2 again? I swear to God, Kezu. You little bastard. I mean, the Chinese place I go to is like definitely legit. I mean, they serve sushi as well, and I'm not getting the sushi. So I'm assuming their food standards have to be okay, otherwise they'd get shut down. There was a Chinese place my in-laws used to go to, and it got shut down for food safety stuff. This is terrible. This is awful, man. I think I do 3 Kezus? 4 Kezus? We have food, I don't know what you call them, food inspectors that go to restaurants and issue a letter grade. And if it's bad enough, they get shut down. And they were, yeah, I mean, they were going to stay open, but they said they were just going to shut down their in-restaurant options, and I think that wasn't good enough. Like, they must have been really bad. Health inspector. Like, it must have been real bad. Because they were saying, all right, we'll stay open for just takeout only. And it's like, nope, they got shut down. Still haven't been back. They're pretty good. They have the best General Tso's I've ever had. I've never had better General Tso's before than that place. Domino's was kicked from a few years ago. Can I tell you something? I have a, if I can hurry and do the mobile game bounty, I've got a Domino's bounty that's waiting for me. Game feels better than launch, like more fun. Are there more legendaries? I think it's like a $60 gift card, Albino. On top of what they're going to pay me, which I can't talk about. They don't deliver, though. So, like, today's a little bit tough. But I might be able to do it on, like, Thursday or Friday. Oh, you can get a lot for $60. Still haven't used that American Eagle gift card. I was trying to find something for Jen as well, but there was really nothing on sale for women that looked okay. Just gonna wait. I'd say the normal coupons, even on the Domino's website, are pretty good. What makes you say the game feels more fun now? Diablo 4? Whoop! All I know is like 3 days ago they released like a tragically put together trailer for season 2 and it was like real bad. All the math was done wrong. Some of the images were flipped from before and after. They did a comparison of speed on the horses and you couldn't tell any difference. I never even got the mount, dude. I don't even know. Trailer's this? It's in the Discord. Just a guy that was going over everything that was wrong with the Diablo 4 Season 2 trailer. Apparently they pulled that trailer and they fixed it. It's just like embarrassing. It's embarrassing because it's like, at this point, like I'm going mega boomer, but like Blizzard used to be the company for like, we're going to take not necessarily a new game concept, but we're going to take that game concept, we're going to polish the hell out of it, and it's going to be amazing. Like, it used to be like a mark of, like a real mark of quality. Like, wow, like you're going to get a Blizzard game, you know, they're going to think about all the little details and all the, you know, polish and everything like that is going to be next level. It's just been like so long. Fume alone. That's like, it was synonymous with polish, you know, all of their games, every one of them. It wasn't always necessarily like new things. Like they weren't known for innovating. They were just making like a polished experience of the genre. I mean, WoW might still have the most legacy Blizzard employees there, and that might just be the reason why it runs okay. I think that's all we needed. I think we just needed one more. Yeah, I mean, I would say Overwatch. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think Overwatch 1 was like the last time Blizzard was really firing on all cylinders. you know, for the game at the time, I mean, it was good. I mean, it basically highlighted the hero shooter genre. You know, whether you like it or not doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It was good for what it was. Cephadrome. I'm assuming the Cephadrome will be easy. I'm assuming there has to be special training. How to use the dual blades. Am I supposed to use the small barrel bombs to knock them out? It's been like a really long time since I've done G training. So G training, there's like items around the map that you can gather. Enjoy your 3 potions, idiot. Like a sonic bomb might be in this plant. I think these are great. This is so much fun. And then you'll find another plant somewhere that'll have like gunpowder. Oh, that's him. Like this cactus flower might have gunpowder in it? Sonics? I don't know. It's a map? I love all of the attacks that dual blades have in Freedom Unite. Well, we know he'll leave the ground. Don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run. No. You have to be within a certain range of him when he does that. This is Daniel from YouTube is going to be watching this video in 6 months and he's going to be freaking out. Like, idiot streamer doesn't know where the sonic bombs are. I know where they are. No, I do not know. I'm not referencing a guide. Oh, that's weird. Normally he shoots his little thing. Love the style, by the way. Just like cool looking pants with like a casual shirt. Oh, that's not looking so good. He's basically already dead? Well, his fin's not down yet. I have done the Liver of Legend quest over 100 times. It's like actual psychopath behavior. I get if you're doing it for a speed run. I think his fin goes down too. So only I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to go for the 7950X 3D. I don't know if waiting makes sense, but I feel like whatever next generational improvement AMD will do isn't going to be huge anyways. Then I'd have to wait until like February or March anyways, and it's like I don't want to be like waiting forever. Also needs more blood and gore. Definitely needs some more blood. The Shim and Tel Fabs. I mean, 14 gen is just like a little sad. I mean, it's just like, it's the same chip. It's basically the same chip. They added 4 more efficiency cores to the 14700K. Like, I'm assuming someone in some lab somewhere has, like, a plan for expanding Vcache or whatever. I think so, Unlucky, yeah. Sleepy little noodle guy. You know who else you have to blame about blood laws, Unlucky? You won't believe who. Applebud, thank you.
39 months. Yo, come for your eye.
When I tell you, you're gonna freak out. So they're doing an interesting hiring strategy where they fire everyone with experience, train new people up, and then fire those people too. It's Germany, Unlucky. You can blame Germany. I blame Germany. This is the same as my Sword and Shield run, but we're doing training quests to make a new Sword and Shield. Australia might have a little bit of something to do with it as well. There's a lot of countries that have weird censorship laws around video games. Massively overspent the $6 billion Biden gave them. Biden gave Intel $6 billion? And they can't even beat AMD? Yeah. No! Take your single coin, idiot! Hey, dumbass. I just want to point out for the record, anyone that's watching this in the future, like, I know I could just be making a Nargacuga weapon or the other Great Pike or whatever it is, Sword and Shield. I know that. I know that it would be easier, faster, and legitimately better in every way. However, in the last 5 years, I've only gotten Monster Hunter Rise, so it's kind of a message to Dennis. I'm going for the Black Belt Sword and Shield Fume, yeah. What's the optimal sleep rotation, duration, timing, pre and post? Oh, wait. Are we talking about like human sleep? He seems to be a big fan of the channel. He is, to be honest with you. This guy's a big fan. He's like one of my #1 fans, at least on the archive VODs. So, I mean, you know. I worry he would find himself getting banned very quickly in the actual Twitch channel. I worry that could happen. Your biggest VOD channel fan is you? That's cool to hear that. Thanks, man. What if Dennis is German? I think he's American. Based off of the channel and content he seems to engage in, based off his YouTube profile. I'm not saying it's impossible to get red pill content in other countries. Obviously it is, but that feels kind of like an American thing. Yeah, Apple Buddy adds that guy. Well, I've been streaming a lot more, Decoro, so hopefully you're able to get into the live stuff a little bit more often. That's a lot of damage. Huge damage. I mean, the only thing about it is, like, I feel like I'm getting, like, in his mind, he's got me at, like, DSP tier. I don't think I'm that bad. I wonder if I could just kill him. I know this does, like, basically no damage. Okay, no, it's bad. It's bad. Thank you for streaming so much, but you also love the title. I put some thought into the titles. Some people have the audacity to say that those titles are AI generated. Wow. Not close enough? I'm AI generated? Can you imagine? AI can't reproduce my love for Monster Hunter Rise. That's true. I cannot. Resay was 2021. I mean, I include the full time period, Fog. No, it was 2021. It's still a 5-year time period. Which might be terrifying. Quick question for low rank in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I mean, battle armor is good until you make Sianitar armor. You know, I mean, if you check the VODs, you can look exactly at what I made. Depends on how unhinged you are. I had sharpness +1, razor sharp, speed sharpen, and bomb boost up very early. I got 0 coins. And then at the end of high rank, if you want to make a mix to get yourself through high rank and early G rank, I could show you what I'm wearing now. I didn't even know it was possible to get 0 coins. This gives sharp sword, sharpness +1, and reckless abandon +2. You need 1 slot to get the 2, otherwise you just get 1. You could also just make full Sienna Targe, because you get more defense from a Cantor. See the Fergus picks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I did. Reckless Abandon? It's crit eye, yeah. And the weird thing about Reckless Abandon is you get bonus affinity based on your sharpness. So you get like 10% bonus affinity if you have white sharpness, and Reckless Abandon even 1. So it's 20% for Reckless Abandon 2, plus an extra 10% because of the sharpness. It's really weird. And it's dynamic. So you have to be actively in white sharpness in order to get it. So in some ways, like, Reckless Abandon 1 is kind of like mega value skill in the game. Because you can get up to like 20% more even affinity just by using it. Now, in general, even in spite of that, like, attack up still goes pretty hard. What the hell are you talking? I could wife one bipedal character from the Monster Hunter series? Why do we got to put gender in this thing? Why does it got to be a wife thing? Yeah, why not Femboy Handler? I know that's where Dwarven Man is. Dwarven Man might already be in a committed monogamous relationship with Femboy Handler, and I'm not about to try and take that away from him. Giratotus is bipedal. This is also true. Fatalis is sometimes bipedal. I mean, we're fighting Cephadrome right now. He's clearly on 2 legs. I'm surprised that tail didn't hit me. Okay, we know we need to sharpen. We just sharpen now. Wow, that's kind of lucky. I'm trying to think of the last game I even played. Last Monarch not included, where I saw a character in the game and I'm like, that's an attractive character. I guess I don't normally play games like that. You know what I mean? Nikke? I mean, that would be a good game for that, right? Pinocchio. Yeah. Main character from Lies of P. No, I'm not lying to myself. Or lying to P. No, that one counts. P is hot as hell, man. Play tons of games with good-looking girls. I'm just not like into like, you know. I'm not saying I've got. It's not that there's anything wrong with that. This doesn't normally where my mind first goes to. I don't like the boobies. It's just like most video games that have anime girls make them very screechy. Is anyone from Star Rail attractive? I mean, you go to prison for the vast majority of them. Kafka, yeah. That'd be a difficult relationship, though. I feel like she would want to step on your balls. Some people are really into the ball stepping. And like, I'm not here to judge. You know, find your joy, as they say. We're gonna spend all stream just getting this goddamn low rank sword, man. Give me like 5 coins. Yeah, it's kind of a gross looking yellow green, ain't he? So much of like the color spectrum is like gross looking yellowish greenish things, isn't it? Why you hitting goblin green? There's different types of greens on goblins. It's not all yellow green. The whole spectrum out there. We walk a hard path, guys. We're walking a razor-filled path filled with broken glass. Jesus. I think it's the best-looking monster? I think Kieran looks great. And almost all art, Kieran looks amazing. I mean, it's an excellent opportunity to get, like, honey farmed up. I think this is the only way to get honey outside of just gathering it yourself. I don't mind doing the quest, but like, why is there a chance? Why is there not one guaranteed? Just one. One guaranteed coin. That way I know if I did it 10 times, I'd be done. I used to love these quests. I used to be really bad at them, so I'd run around the map finding like every little trap and bomb as well to try and make it easier. I need 10 for the low rank upgrade, and then there's a high rank upgrade, and then there's the G rank upgrade. I feel like you're in an AI chatbot right now, Theory of Relative, and you're like, give me questions to ask people about Monster Hunter. That's how I feel right now. That's the vibe you're giving off. I feel like I'm talking to Chat GPT of interviewers. How far Magnificent Trio sends you? So, hold on a second. Are we talking about that thing where you flip backwards and you get stronger notes or whatever? It doesn't send you that far back. And if it does, then just do it backwards. I mean, look, I've got no issue if you're watching my stream in the shower. I'm sorry it has to be Cephadril. You're gonna run out of water before I'm even able to make this weapon. Once you get to master rank, you get an ability that, I forget what the hell it's called. It powers you up, gives you iframes, and sends you backwards. I like that move. Not that I plan on playing Rise again anytime soon. I mean, Rise is maybe the sort of game, if I felt completely bored, I might play in the Steam Deck, because it runs a little bit better than World. That's pretty much it. Get absolutely bodied by the Cephalos, but I want him to fall asleep. Salvema, I'm going to get rid of it. Limited time only availability. It brings some people joy, okay? Life's hard right now. No, I'm not keeping PogChamp. I'm not keeping PogChamp. Bring it back every October. There's a special occasion we can bring it back. Some of us 0 to 1 couch. And I understand that and I sympathize that. Noxella has no excuse. I just imagine him sitting in like a basic folding chair, sitting in it, staring at his mobile phone games. Like a chair here, I've got one right next to me. Right, just a chair. Let me turn off the... He just has this. This is the only furniture in his house. Just sitting in his chair. He goes to sleep in a little sleeping bag on the floor. Why are we judging Noxella? Because he can afford furniture. I know he can. I play that shit like a guitar? No. I'm not a hater. The rich always pit the poor against the poor. You're not poor. You can afford a beanbag chair? A recliner? You can afford a couch. something. Acting very bourgeoisie. He's of the age where he can afford a single piece of furniture. I'm not saying a lot. He does not need 7 couches. He doesn't even need 2 couches. You know what? I'll even go so far as to say he doesn't even need a couch. But he could definitely afford something more comfortable to sit on than like a rolling office chair as his only piece of furniture. People can be poor regardless of age. He has a college education. And I'm not saying that matters either. But he got at least a 4-year degree. The office chair is multi-purpose. People can be poor. I know people can be poor regardless of education. I'm not being classist. This is not like the bourgeoisie financially shaming Noxella. I'm just saying I know he could afford it. The decree sounds like you can't afford more than a chair. And I'm not saying he has to stop spending in his mobile games. I know that brings him joy. Ghost Online, hello. But I just know, I know for a fact he could get like a recliner. Like $400 clearance at Lazy Boy or whatever. Spend on your mobile games? That I've heard otherwise from the mobile game thread. Someone ratted you out. I'm sure you've spent less on your mobile games than I spent on Monster Hunter Online. And definitely Monster Hunter Online plus Frontier combined. This sucks. Do you stop, please? What? Where do you even go? I don't even know where he is. I know he's not in this cave, obviously. Cephadrome? You're the whale. I know you said you have like a, what, $100 monthly budget on your games? It's not a small amount of money, but I mean, there's definitely way worse out there. I'm just gonna ban him. Do it. It's cursed. Dude, I spend money on video games and then I never want to play them again. No one can explain it. You know, his moveset is actually very similar to Plezioff. Show Steam library? You're my friend on Steam. You could type in my ID and do the math. There's been people in the Discord that have been comparing my Steam value per dollar spent. And it's apparently like one of the worst they've ever seen. They don't realize, like, I've been a Humble Bundle subscriber for almost forever, and I get games gifted to me or are part of a sponsorship. That's my excuse. Stepmother's a Futanari too. I've only got one game, and it's a femboy. It's not a Futanari. Thank you. And I play it. And I got 100% on that side quest. we had a baby. No, I haven't had a chance to get back to it, Elitius. I streamed a lot and I was tired. Albino went to the Steam forums. He found the post that I was talking about. And I think he agrees. It is tragic. I mean, it's outright deception. I look more energetic today than you are. I've been like, I don't know what it is. My energy levels have been rising. Don't say rise. I've been increasing. You're getting younger? I feel that way. My bald spot is growing back. That's nice. Like, I'm seriously, like, somebody's getting Dorian Grayed and I don't know who it is. Show a bald spot. It's actually getting a lot better. Maybe next subathon I might put a goal there, Leona, for the bald spot. But it's not even like mega bald anymore, you know? I mean, it's not great. It's definitely thinned, but like there's hair on it. I mean, if you watched over the summer, I mean, I went full bald. You can't get more bald than that. I mean, the whole head was bald. You know, I don't understand it either, Albino. Did he run again? Where is this monster? I have more hair to shave than what's on my head. Like my body hair? What are you talking about? You talking about my body hair? What are you talking about? I don't like shaving other body hair places because like it gets itchy. This is like the worst quest. I didn't even get a chance to paintball. I moisturize my face. I feel like that's good and pretty normal. Should be normal for most people. Oh, if I shave places. No. No, I don't. Is that part of the issue? You gotta moisturize? Reduces the itchiness. Yeah, no. No, I've never heard that before. I mean, it makes some sense. It's not the immediate shit. It starts itching like the next day. Skin looks good. I mean, you know, I don't get a lot of sun damage. This is what a lifetime of video games as a hobby looks like. And eating relatively well. I like to think I eat well. I mean, a lot of people give me crap for my primarily bean-based diet, but like, you know, I try to eat a good variety of fruits, vegetables. I'm not opposed to processed foods, but it's like not all processed foods. You're way more handsome than most streamers I watch. Holy crap. Is that like a compliment to me, or are you just like mega dunking on the streamers? What? I am good looking. Jesus, guys. It's not my birthday anymore. Do the mobile game bounty or you're going to regret it. I'm not even in good shape right now. I've been letting down the Bone and Iron crew. You're hotter than Northern Lion? I think he's a good looking guy. I'll go on the record. He's a great conversationalist. Oh, Germ is also like not even like, you know, I know there's a meme about his butt cheeks, but he's a good looking guy too. He also used to work out. That used to be a part of his stream. He'd show off his gains and stuff, I think. Somebody said he was having like some sort of like health issues kind of recently. I'm a silver fox. We will get there. I'm not sure if we're 100% there yet. We will get there. Can I link a YouTube vid of me in my natural habitat? You might be able to post it. 486, thank you. I think you had back issues, and then somebody said like certain types of food were bothering him or something. Somebody said he had to like adopt like a mega restricted diet. Forget what it was. GERD or something like that. Some nutrient or something bothers him. I forget what it is. I've been lucky. I have a knee that hurts sometimes, but other than that, I have really no issues. I'm very lucky. He now lives entirely off of eating chat members. The wood chipper moment in his Elden Ring playthrough is maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen out of a live stream. I just love it, man. This is like so good. That Cephalos just jumped over the Cephadrome without waking him up. Can I even do the mobile game bounty now? Are there enough people here? Technically. I just see an auto mod message. Do Japanese kids still do the thing where they poke you up your butt? How old is that auto modded comment? Has that just been sitting there the whole time? Yeah, I think they still do it. The only reason I want to do the mobile game bounty is like if we do that, then like maybe the Domino's bounty will still be around. That thing's gonna go away if I don't do it now. Albino's right. We're gonna regret it. I'm gonna have to order food like mid-quest for this to all work out. Oh, I'd love to play 2 games at the same time. Have like Freedom Unite in the corner, and then have the other game running in the forefront. That's what we need. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's $60 at Domino's, like, good amount of money. They've got, the best part about it, Dorvin Man, is there's like a song they want me to play in the background. It's called the Pepperoni Stuffed Cheesy Bread song. They want me to play this while I eat it. You want to listen to it?
Took the pepperoni and stuffed it in the cheesy bread. They took the pepperoni and stuffed it in the cheesy bread. They took the pepperoni and stuffed it in the cheesy bread. Yummy, tasty pepperoni stuffed inside a cheesy bread.
I got a master's degree, guys. I got 6 years of higher education culminating in a master's degree in economics. This is This is how I make a living. This is my life. It feels all right. Time for birds, you know. Took me 2 years to do my master's. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I went hard. I took summer classes. Okay. We will do the mole game bounty. 16, you've got it good, man. Don't you complain. You've got it great, dude. Friggin' airline pilot. Don't you bellyache at all. Oh, woe is me. Now I own a nut costume. I've owned that for a long time, though. I'm a contract private pilot. That sounds pretty fun. I work at a Tim Hortons. People love Timmy's in Canada. So whenever I get a client, that still sounds pretty legit. That honestly, like, all right, you don't have it regular, but like that means all of your other time is free time. You don't have a job, you'll get there soon. That art is legit. Yeah, I've had it up for like a couple months now. You want to draw it? I don't know where it is. I could try and find it. Tell you what. If you look for... Oh, I could probably find it like this. No, they won't make you apply for fast food jobs, but you will need to apply for some jobs. Why is it cloud syncing? We're doing this for the dominoes, guys.